Sugar disease does not begin the day your blood sugar test comes back high. That moment is not the beginning. It is the result. As a doctor, this is one of the most important things I explain to my patients. Type 2 diabetes develops quietly, slowly, and invisibly. Sometimes for 5 years. Sometimes for 10 years. Long before anyone uses the word diabetes. Most people believe sugar disease is sudden. They believe one day you are healthy, and the next day you are sick. That is not how the human body works. The body always gives warnings first. The problem is that these warnings feel ordinary. They feel like tiredness. They feel like stress. They feel like aging. And because they feel normal, they are ignored. If you feel tired even after sleeping. If you feel sleepy after eating meals. If you feel hungry again very soon after eating. If you crave sweets or carbohydrates without understanding why. If fat slowly accumulates around your belly. These are not random issues. These are metabolic signals. Your body runs primarily on glucose for energy. To use glucose properly, your body depends on a hormone called insulin. Insulin acts like a key. It opens the door of your cells so sugar can move from your blood into your muscles and organs. When this system works well, you feel energetic. You feel mentally clear. You feel physically stable. But sugar disease begins when this system slowly stops responding. Your cells start resisting insulin. This condition is called insulin resistance. Sugar remains in the blood instead of entering the cells. Your pancreas senses this and produces more insulin to compensate. For a long time, this compensation works. Blood sugar tests may still appear normal. Doctors may say everything looks fine. But inside the body, the stress is increasing. This is why so many people say, "My reports are normal, but I don't feel normal." And they are correct. Insulin resistance is not harmless. It creates constant internal pressure on the body. Energy production becomes inefficient. Fat storage increases. Inflammation rises. Hormones become imbalanced. The body is working harder just to maintain normal numbers. Now let's talk about why sugar disease develops. Contrary to popular belief, it is not caused by sugar alone. It is caused by constant insulin stimulation. Frequent eating without recovery, highly processed foods, sugary beverages, long hours of sitting, poor sleep, chronic psychological stress. Stress is one of the most underestimated causes of sugar disease. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol raises blood sugar to prepare you for danger. This response made sense thousands of years ago. Today, the danger is not physical. But your body still reacts the same way. Chronic stress keeps blood sugar elevated. Elevated blood sugar keeps insulin high. High insulin blocks fat burning and increases fatigue. This is not about willpower. This is physiology. Doctors often analyze what can be called the stress-to-recovery ratio. If your day is filled with work pressure, screen exposure, noise, deadlines, and mental load, but recovery is minimal, your metabolism never resets. Most people live in a 1:1 ratio or worse. 1 hour of stress, little or no recovery. For metabolic health, the body often needs closer to a 1:3 or even 1:5 recovery ratio. Without this, insulin resistance continues to worsen. Now let's look at early symptoms of sugar disease that are commonly dismissed. Feeling exhausted without physical effort. Feeling sleepy after meals. Needing caffeine to function. Craving sweets late at night. Brain fog and poor concentration. Frequent urination. Slow healing of small wounds. These are not aging symptoms. They are metabolic warnings. The good news is that early sugar disease is not permanent. It is reversible when addressed early. Doctors do not reverse sugar disease with fear. We reverse it by restoring insulin sensitivity. The first step is not extreme dieting. It is meal structure. Every meal should contain adequate protein, fiber from vegetables or whole foods, healthy fats. This combination slows glucose absorption and reduces insulin spikes. Skipping meals and then overeating later makes sugar control worse. Consistency is more important than restriction. The second step is movement after meals. Walking for 10 to 15 minutes after eating has been shown to significantly lower blood sugar. This is one of the simplest and most effective interventions available. The third step is muscle preservation and growth. Muscle tissue absorbs glucose efficiently. More muscle equals better sugar control. You do not need intense workouts. Regular resistance exercises and daily movement are sufficient. The fourth step is sleep quality. Poor sleep increases insulin resistance even when diet is controlled. Sleep is not optional recovery. It is a biological requirement. 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep improves insulin sensitivity naturally. The fifth step is nervous system regulation. If stress remains high, sugar control will remain unstable. Slow breathing, quiet time, predictable routines, reduced overstimulation. These are medical tools, not lifestyle trends. Here is something many people do not realize. Sugar disease affects far more than blood sugar. It affects energy, mood, memory, sleep quality, hormonal balance. When insulin sensitivity improves, people often report unexpected benefits. Clearer thinking, stable energy, reduced cravings, better sleep. One patient had normal fasting sugar but constant fatigue and brain fog. By stabilizing meals, walking daily, improving sleep, and lowering stress, his insulin levels decreased and energy returned, without medication. Another patient believed diabetes was inevitable due to family history. But genetics load the gun. Lifestyle pulls the trigger. Within months of correcting recovery and movement, her sugar levels stabilized. Sugar disease does not begin with pain. It begins with tiredness. And tiredness is easy to ignore. If you recognize these signals early, you can protect your health long before complications appear. In the next video, I will show a doctor-approved daily routine that helps restore sugar balance naturally, without extreme diets, fear, or confusion.